In 2025, Pakistan entered a new kind of pressure point, one that didn't begin at the border, in parliament, or on the streets, but online, a space where information moves faster than institutions, where rumors can shape public moods within minutes, and where regional tensions often spill into digital ecosystems long before they appear in diplomatic statements. Across South Asia, the information landscape became increasingly volatile, and Pakistan found itself navigating an unusually high volume of coordinated narratives, some rooted in political agendas, some amplified unintentionally, and some deliberately crafted to mislead. Disinformation, unlike ordinary misinformation, is intentional. It is designed to shape perceptions rather than inform them. These narratives often revolved around leadership, civil-military relations, and detainee issues, topics that already carry high emotional weight inside Pakistan. And because they spread during periods of uncertainty, they had the potential to disrupt more than just public debate. They could influence diplomatic behavior, crisis response, and even domestic stability. But this situation also reveals something important about how Pakistan's institutions, not just the military, but civilian agencies, regulators, courts, and fact-checking bodies respond under stress. Their role throughout 2025 was a pattern of incremental but meaningful transparency, where official responses became more evidence-focused, more coordinated, and more conscious of public skepticism. During the May 2025 India-Pakistan conflict, for example, several misleading stories circulated simultaneously, some claiming instability within Pakistan's command structure, others presenting old footage as new events. What mattered was not simply that these claims were false, but how the country handled them. Agencies released verifiable information, civilian spokespeople addressed the rumors, and independent analysts cross-checked footage. The point wasn't to win an information war. It was to prevent escalation and maintain clarity at a time when miscommunication could have real consequences. Similarly, Pakistan's legal and regulatory responses didn't follow the classic pattern seen in many countries facing disinformation. Instead of blanket bans or full shutdowns, the PICA amendments in early 2025 and PEMRA's evolving oversight tried to build accountability mechanisms that were narrower and more targeted. There were controversies, there were debates, and there were questions about enforcement. But there was also a visible shift toward evidence-based action, especially when dealing with deepfakes or recycled footage that could influence the public safety or diplomatic stability. This balance became even more crucial in detainee-related narratives, always a sensitive area in Pakistan. When claims emerged about Imran Khan's health or allegations involving provincial leaders like Sohail Afridi, the risk was not only domestic polarization, but also international scrutiny. The way these cases were addressed through public statements, verified medical reports, legislative mechanisms, and judicial oversight showed an effort to ground the conversation in documented facts rather than political speculation. The judiciary played a significant mediating role as well. The transfer of certain May 9th cases to civilian courts, the expansion of human rights investigations, and the Lahore High Court's consolidation of detainee oversight signaled an attempt to move politically contentious cases into clearer, procedural lanes. These weren't perfect solutions, but they lowered the temperature in the national conversation. Beyond individual incidents, 2025 also saw structural reforms that would shape how Pakistan handles disinformation, and public accountability in the long run. Court digitization under UNDP, constitutional reforms establishing the Federal Constitutional Court, and expanded mandates for human rights bodies contributed to a broader shift, the idea that institutions counter falsehood not through force but through functioning systems. Across the year, one theme kept surfacing. Disinformation thrives when there is silence or institutional ambiguity. But when processes, legal, communicative, or judicial, are transparent enough for the public to track, the space for rumors naturally shrinks. Pakistan's experience in 2025 doesn't offer a perfect model, but it does offer an instructive one. It shows how a state under pressure can avoid two extremes: unchecked misinformation on one side and excessive censorship on the other. It demonstrates how coordinated communication, documentary evidence, and procedural reforms help maintain stability without eroding civic rights. In a world where information moves faster than governance, Pakistan's 2025 story shows that the real challenge isn't simply to stop falsehoods. It is to strengthen the systems that allow the truth to stand on its own. I'm Dayan Rahmani, and this is Policy Wire. Stay tuned.